Hello, my name is Diego Campuzano, and today I'm going to talk um, about our proposal that we made for Styrpec. Um, so yeah, um, basically we had our problem statement that said why is so much recyclable EPS being lost? So that was like our foundation for our proposal or project. And an objective was to design an EPS collection strategy for schools and offices that increases the recovery of recyclable material through incentives and awareness activities, strengthening Styropec's post-consumer EPS supply network. So basically, we can see here our stakeholder matrix. So we identified multiple stakeholders that could have a lot of power and interest, sorry. And yeah, we came up with this matrix. That's how we managed to see that offices and schools were the ones that could help us the most. So basically, our process was of partnership agreements, development, implementation, end of campaign, and results evaluation. So yeah, basically, our partnerships were mostly, or our idea is for schools and companies. Is just to collect a lot of EPS and to make like goals for schools and companies to help them like incentivize the collection. So yeah, then we had our development, which was our campaign for schools and companies, which is basically what I just mentioned. And then it would be our implementation, which basically would be a three-phase plan and a 30-month three-phase plan. It would basically start with five schools and five companies. Then it would extend to 50 schools and 20 companies. And then we would do our evaluation and see what worked, what we didn't, and try to work with other institutions to see how we could improve it. And also, we identified the stakeholders, which were the schools, the companies, the retailers, the government, obviously Cyberpec, and some KPIs that we could see, which were the kilos of EPS recovered, the percentage of clean EPS, the active participants, and the collection points installed. And then at the end of the campaign, it can end in 6 month or 3 month periods, and we would like tally the total amount of material and see which group won. And yeah, then we would do a results evaluation, which would be delivered at the end of the period, which basically would show the amount of EPS that was collected. And yeah, then we saw some similar campaigns that could help us like try to touch down our idea, basically. And yeah, then we saw our expected impact in many areas like the environmental impact, cultural, social, or educational. And we chose this proposal because it addresses the main challenge, which is the low EPS recovery rates after use and the awareness of the how EPS can be recycled. Um, and yeah, our recommendations are to negotiate transportation with stakeholders, assign a coordinator, use the pilot as an argument, and the recyclability label. And yeah, the main challenge identified is not recycling capacity, but the recovery of the material after its use. We saw that schools and offices represents a huge point of focus for the recovery of this material, and that we should implement partnerships with companies and reward programs that can expand the reach and the long-term impact. Thank you.